very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor presented by the Barstool News Network. It is Monday, November 23rd, 2020. We have a full house. I'm Will. We got Pat the Beeve, Mark, and Wes all here. Boys, I got some announcements to make at the top of the show.
Okay.
Black Friday sale.
Big week, yeah.
Big week. Thanksgiving week.
That's right.
Let's all give thanks, eat a lot of food, have a lot of fun. We have like a half marathon that we're running or walking or maybe on Wednesday.
Wes
final
and Pat,
weigh-in.
are you guys doing the half marathon, Wes and Pat? I need to.
Yeah. So what day is the half marathon? Wednesday?
No, Wednesday. You can sign up.
Probably.
Nardini Blackout.
Probably.
Do you want
Probably.
to walk at 6 feet away from me, Pat?
I would gladly do it. I'm not going to be here in
It's all for
Okay.
breast
Austin.
cancer.
Is the reason I'm on a probably.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. You're going. You're visiting. You're doing Thanksgiving travel, right?
I'm scheduled to fly this morning to Knoxville and then in quarantine for a couple of days and then get a test before I'm around my old family. But I'm stressed the fuck out because I haven't wrapped everything up at my house. So
Okay.
I'll get it together to and fly this morning.
You are an airline's dream, my friend. You're always like, the next day I book a flight. Yeah.
The cast man is in the air a lot.
Well, now the airline industry has come to me because
they're giving you deals.
Prices are
because
good.
I can get them with my reckless travel no planning. I'm doing fine financially with these buys. They're not bad.
Great deals going on. Speaking of deals, that's where I was headed. Black Friday sale coming up this Friday. Okay, I'm rocking the Four Seasons Total Landscaping across from the Sex Shop shirt. Looks great. We have a great fucking holiday sweater. We have the Send in the Car shirt. We've got all the classics.
Let's talk about Send in the Car for a second. In fact, Bubba, if it's possible, I don't know if it is, maybe it is to, I don't know, send in the car.
Could we?
Send in the car. Send in the car.
Yep. Sometimes you just got to send in the car.
Every time.
I watched every Die Hard this weekend.
You did?
Nice.
Every single one.
Well, now you can commemorate it with a shirt from the Barstool.
Yeah,
store.
if you at home are sitting there saying, "What is Send in the Car?" Well, Send in the Car is anything. It's anything you want it to be. But when something needs to get done, you send in the car. When there's a challenge that you're facing, you send in the fucking car.
Look
Send in
at
the
that
car
shirt.
tee.
It's
Looking good.
It's quite literally popping the clutch.
I'm waiting to.
it is.
I'm gonna wait until the McRib comes out, and then I'm gonna watch Die Hard while eating a McRib
And wearing your Send in the Car tee.
and wearing my Send in the Car.
If you live stream that, you might break records.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Wes has bought a send. Wes in Austin, Texas bought a send.
That's me.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
me.
we know which one that is.
That's
yeah,
me.
Everybody
See?
get in there.
proofs in the pudding. We pay for our shit too.
That's
do.
very true. That's very true. We're ordering in our own shirts as well. We've got our contract review coming up in December, so support the boys. Get in the Barstool store this Friday.
Yeah, real
and
quick,
get-
we're also going to try to get the Macho Man DeLorean
sale.
shirt out this week and this hat that I'm wearing. We gotten some good feedback on both those, so we're going to try to get those up this week as well.
Going to try to have a full lineup for you in the Barstool store for that 20% sale this Friday. Remember, support the boys doing that. Shout out to Lights Camera Barstool. Wonder Woman 84 is going to be on HBO Max on Christmas Day, which is awesome. So there's because of the second lockdown coming, basically like movies are going to start coming out on streaming, which is cool as shit for this holiday season. So
That's a real example of Hollywood sending in the car.
Yeah, send in the car, send in the entertainment. Thank you, Hollywood.
I might have to get a bigger TV to watch Wonder Woman at 1984 on because I'm not going to the movies.
Let me give you a quick example here. So let's say you get your Send in the Car tee and you're at your folks' house for the holiday and your mom says, "Honey, can I get you anything? I just made some dip. Do you want some?" All you have to do is point to the shirt in that scenario, and she'll know what you mean. And the dip is coming your way.
She'll bring you the dip.
Yeah.
That is a huge advantage of the send in the car tee.
Or if you've had a long day and your girlfriend's like, "Is there anything I can do, to relax you?" You just point to your shirt, and she'll know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Or, if it's the holiday season and you're like debating whether or not to stay in or go visit some friends responsibly, if you slap on that shirt, you're going to go hang out with your friends.
You're going to have a better time.
Go see them.
Guaranteed you're going to have a better time. And any of our merch, all the merch is so solid right now. Get in there, support the hard factor cause. All right, we've got Senator Shoshana coming on tomorrow to talk big tech and other policy stuff. Since we last talked to her, there's been several, Jack with the Gandalf beard talking to Congress and everything. Then we got Ike of Ike Sandwiches to talk turkey, literally on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So big guests coming up the next 2 days. And of course, listen and call in 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern on Barstool Radio as well. We're on there today and tomorrow before everybody takes off for the holiday this week. And finally, before we hop into the first story, Joe Biden is still president-elect. Donald Trump is still swapping out lawyers like a crazed fantasy football owner on the waiver wire. R.I.P. Sidney Powell. Rudy's hair is still melting. The R's and the D's are still using it to beg for money, and there's no change there. So we're going to talk about anything else besides that on today's show.
Yeah, neither of those guys are really sending in the car.
No, the opposite. The car is in the parking lot all the time.
Yeah, it's in the garage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Congress certainly is not allowed to buy that shirt.
That's a great example. That's a great example.
Send in the car. Yeah.
So do you remember how, if you're a fan of the show, we did an interview with a Colorado congressman, and we were like, "Hey, Congressman, when is Congress going to send in the car on a second stimulus package?" And he essentially said, "The car is in the shop until after the election. It's after the election."
Dead. Yeah.
The car has still not been sent in the form of a stimulus check.
Update on that: the battery's dead until at least January 20th. The battery that was when the election went the way it did. It was basically decided that that's not happening either. So,
but you create your own luck when you get this shirt. Once you get to send in the car shirt, things
you
turn
can
around
send in
for
your
you.
own car.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. Who needs to wait on Congress for that? All right,
a lot to be thankful for. It sounds like. Let's do some stories.
Let's hop in. I got one serious one up top, and then the rest is all pretty much just funny the rest of the way. So Operation Warp Speed. Let's talk about the new COVID medication. So Operation Warp Speed, like we've been saying, it's a good thing. Big success. Not only do we have the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines coming out for free to American citizens starting in December, Dr. Monsef Salawi, the chief scientific advisor of the government's Operation Warp Speed vaccine development and distribution program, went on the record on both CNN and ABC over the weekend saying that the first vaccinations are probably going to be on December 11th or 12th. That's very soon. And that U.S. herd immunity should be achieved by May 2021. And he added that regardless of what happens in the presidential transition, regardless of if Trump's causing trouble to the Biden administration, it's totally separate from that. So it shouldn't have any impact. People should be getting the vaccine starting in December through May, and we should be herd immune by then.
Hang in there, travel agencies, because second half of 2021 is going to be travel time.
Oh, I've been thinking about it a lot. Think about the rager. You thought wedding season was bad in your early to middle 20s. Every weekend's going to be wedding season.
2021 is going to be absurd. People are going to be spending some cash. So
get your frequent flyer miles ready, or your credit cards that give you travel points, because
Wes's hands are going to fall off from filming so many weddings.
Oh man, I hope I'm not. Golly.
Yeah, no. Essentially,
I might renew my vows, and it's only been 2.5 years. It's just feeling so good.
Yeah,
COVID's ending.
In that instance, 2021, the car is going to be wedding invitations, and they are going to get sent the fuck
Stuff in every single mailbox. In more good news, Regeneron. Not only do we have an opportunity for a vaccination, probably everybody by May, but Regeneron, which is the antibody compound that they gave President Trump, received FDA emergency approval over the weekend with 300,000 free doses going out immediately, which is great because we're having a COVID spike everywhere. So hopefully the people that are going to the hospital right now with the COVID spike are going to be the beneficiaries of this Regeneron emergency use.
Yeah, this winter is a great time to try out vaccines because everyone has fucking COVID or is about to catch it.
So the antibody medicine there, hopefully that helps more people. That's a second antibody thing that got emergency use. So hopefully that means more people survive this winter who do catch it, because we are having a spike, right before the vaccine's available.
You're going to want to make sure, if your doc is telling you, hey, we're going to try Regeneron out on you, double check the label and make sure he or she is not giving you Degeneron. Because
Degeneron?
Degeneron.
It's not good.
Lasting.
It's not good. So you want to make sure you're getting the not the D. I'm just putting that out there.
Okay.
Common mistake.
Good point.
But
you don't want Sputnik V either. Make sure they're not giving you Putin's version. And then
Regeneron, if you're lucky enough to get it, plan on doing something awesome because it makes you feel like you're 20 years younger, right? Like it's
well, I think that was the steroids. They gave Trump, but
Degeneron makes you impotent automatically.
Ooh.
Yeah.
what a horrible medicine.
No, I don't even know why they made it.
You just moved to Florida.
Yeah, potentially just to cool them down a little bit. Virtual G20, that's the top 20 economies in the world. Not only are many states and schools, businesses going to work from home, the G20 is virtual this week. They stress that the vaccine should be shared globally as they become available, but President Trump did not attend the COVID portion of the G20. He only made a brief statement about how the U.S. is proceeding with our own vaccination plan, and then he hit the links, skipping the shared COVID session, basically saying we're going to beat you guys all, and then as of now, not planning to share it at the beginning, looks like. So America first. Meanwhile, China is insisting that maybe Italy or Spain or the U.S. military started the virus.
Anyone but them. Anyone
Right.
but them. Yeah.
Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise. The WHO agrees that maybe it wasn't Wuhan that started it, proving it was a good idea to leave their Stockholm syndrome asses in the rearview mirror.
Well, hold on.
Everybody stay safe.
Does the
Come
WHO
on.
agree that it might not have started in China, or
Yes.
buy into the fact that it was started by the U.S. military or Italy? There's a big difference there.
They agree that it might not have started in China.
Okay, big difference.
What is the WHO's deal with China? Because they backed them since the
They're
beginning.
owned by them, essentially.
Is that what
They're
it
just
is? It
bullied.
seems-
They're
it seems
holding
like it.
China's pocket.
But
all
hold
the
on,
time.
we
It
pay
seems
more
like
money to the WHO
Yeah, and that's
than China
why
does.
that's why we withdrew because
Yeah,
because
the
WHO
WHO's been
is a jail.
bailing China out since like last January.
I don't know if it was a good move.
And
a great move.
by
Joke
the-
organization. They
by the
think that
way-
it didn't come from Wuhan. How is that possible?
by the way, even if it didn't come from Wuhan, we're gonna find out where it came eventually. Why didn't China like do anything about it for a couple months and lie about it? That's
Right,
the thing.
exactly.
Like,
That's known for sure.
Close the Wuhan airport.
Right,
Right.
Fuck's sake.
the WHO is just like I said,
They weren't
holding Xi's
transparent.
pocket.
Yeah.
That's
They
it's
have
obvious.
a goddamn great wall. I mean,
It's
no
obvious.
one's talking
Oh,
about that.
I'm about
They're
to-
the
I'm-
only country ever to build a wall, like an actual physical wall as a
Hey,
border.
buddy, have you heard of the southern border of
Ain't
the
complete.
USA?
I've got a what the hell China later on this show. By the way,
Berlin.
we're not done with
That's
you,
true.
China today.
Berlin.
Yeah, that's one
Well,
city.
Everybody stay safe, regardless of the international politics. Better medications are on the way, and that's COVID on this Monday. It sucks for everybody who had to cancel their holiday plans this year, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
So
A little stock tip too. If you can get in on dry ice, get in on it now. Because
because of the super cold. Yeah.
oh yeah. So I don't know if you can trade dry ice, but
That's
if you can,
Wes's stock tips.
get in now.
I'm in the dry ice futures market.
Wes,
Just telling you. Just
Do you have
telling
a
you.
name of one, or is it like just
Nope.
No.
just
Generally
anything
speaking,
super cold.
All
If
right.
you can
I
get
love it.
in, I
Yeah.
suggest you get in now.
If you can buy a stock in Antarctica,
That's right. Okay. All right, moving on. Gentlemen, unbeknownst to probably 99.9% of us, it seems that a quest has been underway across this great nation we call home, the United States of America, USA for short, you know what I mean? And this quest was no small endeavor. Many a man and women put in long and hard hours smelling and shitting and pissing and washing, scrutinizing the ambiance, the cleanliness, the amenities, the overall experience of one of the most important spaces that a person enters in their time of need. I'm, of course, talking about the quest to find the land's best public restroom. And find it
Whoa.
they did in a little park tucked away in a town in Colorado Springs, Bancroft Park to be exact. You guys heard about this?
Huh.
No.
no, but I can tell you that my restroom would not be in the running.
Wait, so this is
No,
about
it
the
wouldn't.
bathroom in Bancroft
this is
Park.
the best public restroom.
The best restroom
This
in
is
America.
a pretty gross competition or thing to do. It's not
But
like best
is it
sandwich.
public or is it like
America's
does a
best
restaurants-
restroom. America's best restroom.
Okay,
so I
so
think
a restaurant restroom could count.
yes, it could, and so could a
Wow.
hotel or a airport
I would not want to be on this committee.
I'm surprised
would
the
not-
park has the best.
Yeah.
Why are they publicizing this? This is something you keep to yourself. Like this is pretty
Yeah.
much the publicization of this means it's no longer going to be the best restroom in America.
it means-
It's going to get a train run on it.
It's
a
got
bus
a
ride.
good point,
homeless
Pat.
destination,
Like when you
yeah.
do like best foods or best hotels, like those stay the same. But when you do best public restroom and people go to it, it doesn't. That
Yeah,
hurts the
it's like
restroom.
best patch of grass to lie on. Guess
Right.
what? It's not going to be. It's not going to be the best for a while.
No.
Best hooker. You don't want to go there anymore, right?
Yeah.
We
Right.
ruined that one.
All right. So now, shockingly, this was the 19th annual America's Best Restroom Contest. The contest put on by the Cintas Corporation, which make essential
Yeah.
products and services that help you and your business clean. So what makes the best public restroom in America? Well, it costs the city over $300,000, has an automatic sliding door. In fact, Bubba, let's just play the video. This is a TikTok video of the restroom.
This is a $300,000 public bathroom located in Colorado Springs, and it is state of the art. You hit this button to go in. It slides like something out of Star Wars. If you want to close your door, you do the same thing with this crazy little padlock button that opens up after 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to do your business, and after you do your business, you can use the soap, which is on this cool little target thing. You can always use the water, and then after that, you can dry your hands. But wait, what about the toilet paper? I forgot. So let's go back. When you're peeing and pooping, you just push this button and boom, it comes out. And it also shows the whole city, how many people have used this bathroom. And in 2 weeks, 7,800 people have used it.
I have so
Big-
many
That's
issues. with it.
disgusting. No, fuck that bathroom. It opens up after 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, Mark. Okay, that's awesome. So I love this, and this has been happening more and more often. Where
You're
essentially
like in mid yank. Ah!
no, my point is,
Mid needle.
point is,
It opens. Up.
do you remember when we were talking about the bathroom that's clear and then it fogs up when you go in to use it?
Yes.
People are using psychology to try to figure out how can we have a nice bathroom without having junkies use it as a
Right.
shoot up den.
I get that,
Right.
but I get that, but it's like, this is another thing against people with Crohn's disease. Got to stay home if you got Crohn's disease.
Or
because-
disabled people.
How long
Because
of
the
a
door's
shit you
gonna
taking on a
open.
public toilet, though?
Well,
You're
I guess
in and out.
I guess under 10 minutes is
You
the
better
answer.
be. Who stays in a porta potty over 10 minutes?
Well, this one's really
someone
clean.
With, someone with Crohn's disease.
Also, did you hear how the guy's like, if you want to close the door behind you, you hit this button? What the
Right.
fuck is if you want to? Of course,
Yeah.
you want to close the door behind you.
My
I mean-
thing is, back to Wes's point about a depreciable resource and calling it the best in America, like a hooker. The 7,800 people that have used it
Gross.
this month, you
Right.
don't want to
Gross.
know that.
The odometer is shitty. Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
You just yeah.
I got to take issue though. Did you guys notice that it was a metal toilet, like a jail style toilet, which
Yeah.
in fucking whatever part Colorado must be cold as fuck? Like, can we do something better than a metal toilet in America's best bathroom?
How is
Yeah.
that? How is that the best bathroom? By the way, that was
I
a
don't-
shitty bathroom.
I'm not super impressed by that bathroom. It has like technology, but it wasn't
Right.
like very like comforting, or it,
No.
it didn't look like it smelled great. Like, and it was small.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
The ambiance was very industrial in there. So apparently it cleans
There's like
itself.
18 flashing buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At all times.
And it tells you how many people
you get
went
a
before you.
seizure, and people don't find out until 9.5 minutes later when the door opens.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
countdown clock.
Yeah, seeing the number of people that have taken a shit there before you doesn't help you go, right?
No.
Like,
When it gets close to 1 million, there's going to be a line half a mile long, hoping to be the millionth shitter
So
in
they
there.
can take a picture of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So yeah, it apparently cleans itself after every 30 uses. I was thinking that maybe after 30 uses, it just like shuts down and then like sprays itself with like soap and water. But I think it just self cleans the soap dispenser or some shit like that.
It's the
Yeah, I'm sure it's great.
stupidest competition. People
Sure,
are
it's a
traveling
great
extra 50 miles to go shit in this thing.
Exactly. So apparently it beat out 9 other finalists. Again, this is the 19th annual America's Best Bathroom.
And no one's won twice.
One of the Pat, maybe you can check this out on your next trip to New York. AirTrain JFK's Jamaica station has one, and then also in Austin, Swift's Attic was in the running for the nicest bathroom.
so I've spent way too much money on a dinner at Swift's Attic, but
Same.
I don't. And I think I went to the bathroom there.
Swiss Attic is pretty good. I didn't.
It was pretty good.
It's good, but I don't remember being blown away by the bathroom.
It's very industrial inside. I remember that. It was like
I know they
everything
have
is like
fantastic cocktails.
iron,
Yeah, they have good food and stuff.
Edison bulbs.
Right.
Yeah.
Highly recommend Swiss Attic, whether you're going to use the restroom or not. It's just great.
Yeah. Good restaurant. So, but we found it this year. We'll keep you posted on who wins next year.
Okay, guys, things are getting pretty bad again in New York, as we've talked about a few times in the last week on here, the podcast, and on our live radio show on SiriusXM Barstool Power 85, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., where you can call in and interact with us live at 833-857-8665. Call us, talk with us. Coronavirus cases are going back up, right? And the second lockdown is being implemented on poor New Yorkers, especially.
Lots of places.
Sure, but New York in particular is a place.
L.A.
Where you live in a city that's so
Nevada,
densely populated,
Washington.
so it kind of sucks more than maybe some other places, and all the public schools are shut down. So now the parents are like, but you're right. The second lockdowns in other places. Just this story's about New York.
School's getting canceled. Yeah.
Right.
That's what
It's tough.
Just
tough
let the
having-
boy watch, Will.
Tough having a global pandemic.
Let him
in
run
New
with
York.
this.
But we could do all the other cities too. So fun's over this winter, New Yorkers. I hate to say it, but if you don't believe me, maybe this story will temper your expectations a bit, as New York sheriffs over the weekend raided and shut down a sex club in Queens. That's right. Caligula, New York, which is self-described as a private upscale on-premise swingers club in Astoria, was caught hosting a swingers party. Yeah, because that's what they do.
Hey, that's where I stay, in Astoria.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What street is this on? I'm going to look this up.
Bubba,
an app and everything.
throw up some of these pictures. Is
My
Pat in
Wild.
any of these busts pictures?
No, I wore a mask.
They were caught hosting a swingers party with more than 80 people. Apparently, the music was loud. They were serving liquor without a license, and the sex noises were reverberating the walls all night long, Sheriff Joseph Facita said. In fact, 3 different couples were allegedly having sex in a small room, the fuck nook, when sheriffs arrived. It was a real get on your clothes, put your clothes on scenario, mainly aimed at
Hold
the men.
on. How did the
God,
sheriff
what a
know?
time.
How did the sheriff know that sex sounds were reverberating throughout the night if they busted it? Was he sitting there like listening for a while before they made the raid?
I don't know. It sounds like he was in like a Christmas carol type, sing-songy, rhymey type mood. Like not a creature was stirring except for the 3 sex couples.
He wanted to bring a little poetry to the description of the case.
Exactly. He's a fun sheriff. But yeah, you saw the pictures. There's like a box of condoms and in this room with 4 dirty beds with white sheets and a bowl of condoms and a trash can.
Trash can at the end.
Because
30
you
minutes,
need to
30
throw some
bucks,
stuff
man.
away.
$30 is so cheap.
10 minutes.
Yeah. So look.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean, those rates are just
The increments
Crazy.
are
No,
hilarious.
they're
Look at
great-
go
great
back and look
weights,
at the
Will.
increments. It goes up like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour. You just have
All
every
night.
increment.
all night. All night's for the people that have taken some
All night's a deal.
pills. You've taken a couple of Viagras. if
All
you know
night
what
is
I mean.
market price, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically, until they close, you could
It's like a
probably get
good
12
piece of
hours.
fish.
You think there's
Um,
guys though that are more industrious and they're like, all right, I'm gonna come in for a 10-minute spot like 2 or 3 times instead of hitting that hour spot, Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
I think so, Will. But there's also, I don't know if it was shown in the picture, but there's also a black couch in the room with the 4 white beds. That's for watching or on deck circle. If there's 4 beds occupied, you sit on the couch like putting quarters on the pool table and you call next.
Yeah, what's
Where
the,
you rub your dick.
what's the equivalent of a donut for a bat for those guys?
I don't know. The black couch.
That's the rub your dick
you
couch.
put a
on-deck
cock ring.
circle?
You put a cock
Oh
ring
my
on your junk like you would a ring on your back. So look, I don't know. I mean, like we said, it's good rates, but what are we doing here? Shutting down Caligula. The manager of Caligula, Roy Bacoy, that's his name, Roy Bacoy, was charged with violating an executive order, violating an emergency measure, operating an unlicensed bottle club, and unlawfully warehousing alcohol. He got a $1,000 failure to protect health and safety fine personally, and his business, Caligula, New York, which you can't find anywhere anymore on Facebook or the website. It looks like it's been taken down, received a $15,000 fine, which is crippling for a company like Caligula. Of the 80 attendees, only
Well, they need to raise their prices. They could probably
Well, yeah.
afford it if they had regular
They
prices.
do it for the love of the game, Will.
Yeah. Maybe they should do a GoFundMe party where they just have higher rates.
They do it because they have an on-deck couch.
Yeah.
In their
They
why
do it
it's so
because
cheap.
they do it because it spiraled out of control. It used to be a small thing,
Right.
and now 80 people are showing up. Of the 80 attendees, only 47-year-old Jennifer Hayes was fined and given a summons for disorderly conduct. So the business got fined. And
Jenna Hayes was there?
Jennifer Hayes. No,
Oh.
I think it's different. She must have been pretty damn obscene though if she was singled out from the other 79 hornballs as the only person to get a personal fine.
Well,
So
can I kick it to the internet real quick?
Invite
Mark?
her to the parties, Jennifer Hayes.
Yeah, no shit.
If you live in
Can I-
Queens, go
Let
ahead.
me kick it to the internet real quick. Madeline Vita says, I was invited thinking it was a strip club. Turns out it's just a whorehouse.
Yeah.
After being told what a deal it was, I left. Definitely would not recommend never going again.
Yeah,
Well-
but he's like, there's lots of guys that go again and
Yeah,
again
I
and
mean,
again.
when you're in the business of Caligula, New York, you got to let those slide because there are definitely some fans as well. Like, yeah, so some people are going to get disgusted. Some people are going to do the $500 all night.
You're
Sonny
either
from
going
LA
again, or you're
says,
not going again.
always a good time, or should I say a thrill. So
Oh,
yeah, they're getting it in there.
Yeah, they're having a good time there. Jennifer Hayes, by the way, claims she was not doing any sex stuff. She was not in the chotch chamber, so to speak, and that she just wanted to see a DJ play music. That's it, and drink and socialize because you can't do that anywhere in New York. And guess what, Jennifer? It's true. You can't even get a drink at an underground swingers club these days. Just terrible.
Ugh.
Horrible. And you're right. I mean, I shouldn't say that everywhere's locking down. It's just people are canceling school and work and shit. which
I
is,
mean,
like,
New York's underground
facto.
sex clubs are getting
Yeah.
busted. Well, it's
Right.
a tough time in New York.
tough time.
All right, guys, this next story is for listeners who think that their crew knows how to party. Do you consider your group to be party boys and girls? Does your team go harder in the paint than anyone you know? Well,
Are you in Jennifer Hayes' circle?
yeah. I hate to break it to you guys, but you're wrong. Your crew is not the hardest partiers, not by a fucking long shot, because 7 people have died after drinking hand sanitizer when alcohol ran out at a party on Thursday in Tom Tor Village, Tataniski, Russia. Yeah,
Oh, man, I shouldn't laugh. That's so sad. 7 people dead. Why did they drink the hand sanitizer?
because they ran out of booze, Willie.
I mean, I get that, but like, wouldn't you realize it was bad for you? Or you'd have to be fucked up.
This is why the pantries were locked at rehab, because some kid drank the hand sanitizer one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's it's like 90% alcohol. It's
That's
like,
actually not that crazy. My sister's worked in a lot of rehabs, and that's like a pretty common thing, like drinking the hand sanitizer or the mouthwash.
mhm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
Remember
it's
toy soldiers?
ethanol alcohol. You can't. I mean,
Oh, it'll
You can
kill
get
you.
fucked up.
Oh, you'll get drunk, but it also just destroy your insides.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh.
guys. The victims were 5 men aged 27, 28, 32, 59, and 69, along with a woman aged 41. Another person also died, but it's not known what their age or gender is. So one of them partied so hard that their fucking genitals fell off. I mean, come on, guys.
They just instantly turned into a skeleton.
Yeah, this
unrecognizable. Yeah.
this crew has age range too, bro. They're ranging from 27 to 69 when they party, and I fucking love that. 2 more people remain in a coma and in intensive care. There were
my
9
God.
people.
One
at the party
guy who
total.
couldn't be identified. It was like he drinking the last Grail in the
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you chose poorly.
Yeah,
Damn.
he chose
He
very
chose-
poorly.
Did they say the science, like what it does, like shuts down your organs or whatever? Like
It
what
gets you fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but is it you just die of like being too drunk, alcohol poisoning?
I don't know. Death by party. That's probably
Yeah,
written on the certificate.
Fair enough.
Russian hand sanitizer are probably not the best.
My parents sent me they shipped me like this intense hand sanitizer that's completely liquid. And if you were to drink it, you would get
Well,
you
it's
would get
it's
fucked
rubbing
up.
alcohol. Like
Yes.
I clean, because I'm such a pothead. I've cleaned so many glass pipes that like I use
Right.
rubbing alcohol a lot. So like it just makes me like the thought of drinking that just makes me shudder. It's like I don't know. It's so caustic. It would
Shudder with
fuck you up.
shudder with joy. Mm.
It's hard to believe somebody like resorting to drinking that because like it just seems like you would
Yeah, it's
automatically.
desperate. It's desperate. That's a rock bottom scenario where you got to be
It
like,
is. It's rock
Do we
bottom.
drink the hand sanitizer? Yeah.
What's up next? All right, guys. That's
All
that
right,
one.
don't drink that. Don't drink hand sanitizer. All right, next up, we have an excellent my like great COVID update. My first story. going to a terrible COVID update in my last story, taking it to Ashburnham.
You said at the top of the show you had one serious story, and then it was all going to be fun. And your story was actually pretty good at front, so you lied. You had another serious story that stinks right now.
I flip-flopped, you guys.
Okay.
Taking it to Ashburnham, Massachusetts, where a wiry old crazy guy was walking on a remote nature trail with his wife, or what appeared to be his wife, when he saw two women walking their direction on the trail. Just those four people passing on a trail in the remote woods. And the man noticed that the two women from far away, like I said, opposite side of the trail in the woods, weren't wearing masks. So naturally, he walked toward them to break COVID protocol and tell them this, if we got the video, Bubba.
Oh, hell. I have COVID. Hell. I have been tested positive. Hell, get back here. Hell.
You okay?
No.
So, yeah. So he walked toward them to spit on them and tell them that he's tested positive for COVID while his wife's screaming in the background like, Dale, stop. Dale, get him.
You're doing it again, Dale.
God damn.
So
teach him a lesson, Dale.
I don't know.
Do what we talked about, honey. Those were kind of weak spits, though. They were kind of like the spit.
They were shitty.
Boogie spits, right?
They were shitty.
They were teach him a lesson spits, not actually spread the COVID spits.
Oh, those were spread the COVID spits. I guarantee you he doesn't have COVID, though. Not sure if you guys have been hiking this year a lot. Yeah. So, Wes, pretty easy to just sort of wait on the side of the trail, right, with no mask and just let somebody pass.
I was gonna say, so like when I take my dogs, I just go to this nature preserve and I take the dogs and I don't wear a mask, of course. And I was walking the other day and two people were walking towards me and they did have masks on. And it pissed me off that they had masks on for some reason that they had masks
it's outside and you could avoid this.
Because you can avoid it. And then like it just made me like think of it again. I'm like, we're out this nature. Like, let's fucking take the masks off for
Wes
1 second.
just demonstrated that he is the problem.
He's not the problem. Wes is just look. I live in an area that's heavily hiked. So I can give my take on this after you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I bring my masks on walks, but I don't wear my masks on outdoor walks. I would not wear one on an outdoor hike. I give a wide berth to people.
Right.
Yeah.
And I respect it if they want to wear a mask. I definitely would not wear a mask on a hike. No.
I'll
bring it. I'll bring a mask on my person.
I don't even bring it.
I walk by more people than everyone on the podcast combined since it started because of being in New York.
Right.
And I just do this. I put the mask over my face when I'm walking in a tight scenario next to someone, and I take it down otherwise. But it's just a matter of respect. But you are right. Like you should bring your mask if you're hiking in nature. Just that matter of respect. You don't know what's going to happen.
You can wear it around your neck, but look.
But you're outdoors and you're distanced. Like, yeah.
I live in a very, very hiked area, Tahoe, and like on the trails that I go on, there's some people who wear masks, there's some people who don't. But if you don't, there's space to just hop off the trail for a second and let somebody pass. So it's absurd that this man.
Not to mention this liar. If he had COVID, he wouldn't be hiking because his lung capacity would suck.
Yeah, it's bullshit. He's an old man. Yeah. So, anyways, his old ass is now going to have to face assault with biological weapons charges when the cops definitely find him eventually. I've asked out loud on this show, and I ask myself all the time, like, how do anti-maskers exist? And I'm not confused any longer. It's the combination of the U.S. Constitution and people like this guy existing. That's why anti-maskers.
But he had a mask on, right?
Right, but the people like him existing and the Constitution equals anti-maskers. Guaranteed. You're going to have them. So not confused any longer.
I guess I'm not following the math. I understand the Constitution element of it.
Right. And then this guy just being such a massive bitch about it.
So you're saying that anti-maskers are related to rebelling against guys like this?
Being bitches, yeah.
They're like, it's a full circle. They're like Antifa.
Right.
That guy's
There's
just
two
loony.
sides of the same coin. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mark, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like a philosophical thing.
Right.
It's a balancing act.
But that guy's just mad that people are so...
He's a psycho.
He's just crazy, yeah.
He's a psycho.
Right, but he's angry that people are blatantly ignoring mask mandates.
And then
I think he got driven to that point.
And then stories like this drive people that are on the fence like Wes into being anti-maskers.
Rip it off.
Where Wes is letting time in his brain be occupied by being
One
mad.
more story like this. One more story like this, and Wes is burning a mask on video.
Exactly.
How dare you make me think about masks while I'm out here in nature?
Bastards.
Yeah. All right, let's move it on. Guys, a team of scientists led by the Australian National University and the University in RMIT University in Melbourne, I guess technological like MIT or something of Australia, have just saved you thousands of dollars if you've been shopping for an engagement ring for that special someone. Yeah. Listen up. Now, we all know that women especially love diamonds, especially real ones, and especially real blood diamonds. Yeah, especially real blood diamonds.
Yeah, they don't say it, but they do love them.
Yeah, they love them. They're the best, and they have a dramatic backstory. So drama and diamonds.
Elizabeth Taylor.
No, they pretend, but they want to know that the thing on their wrist was hard fought for.
I agree with you, Pat.
I mean, on their finger.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I put a fake blood splotch on the diamond that I bought.
Oh, that gets them wet.
Yeah. Of course, real diamonds
They'll
are
send
made
in the car if they see that. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're going to send in the car. Of course, real diamonds are made when carbon is compacted and heated beneath the earth for billions of years. And by now, we have all heard of the lab-made diamonds that are exactly the same thing, but still not good enough for some consumers / women. From one lab-made diamond company, quote, lab-grown diamonds are the perfect option for those who may be on a budget, who want to make an environmentally conscious purchase, or those who want a clear understanding of where their diamond is coming from, i.e. want to make sure no children died in getting that precious stone.
Yes.
They cost a lot less than real diamonds, and again, are the exact same thing, just made in a different way. Bubba, I have a couple of diamonds. I want to see if these guys can tell the real one from the fake one.
This is so stupid, though, because it's essentially the only reason we value diamonds are because we give value to them. It's a stone.
Are you
and the reason we give value to them
Yeah.
is because they're fucking.
Which is the real one,
if
top
we
or
can
bottom?
tell the difference between a standard definition photo that's
Right. That's right.
No,
top
I
one's
can't.
real.
Yeah,
Top one's real,
Top
Will?
left is real. Yeah, sure.
Bottom right is real.
Okay, you're wrong. They're both fake. This is the this is what a real diamond looks like. If Bubba's got the photo,
Oh, the blood dripping. Yeah.
It's
See?
got blood.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, that's what real. That's
So
what
you're
real diamond.
you're just saying everybody should buy a lab created diamond.
No,
You see
I
this
think
watch?
I don't
Tree
care.
Men, Tree Men died for this watch.
That's right. I
Well,
don't
do you
care.
think that so now that if it literally is indistinguishable and you just toss away the certification papers, you could just claim that it's a real diamond?
You could. I think there is a way. I don't. There's got to be a way they can tell. But I mean, everyone that is behind these lab made diamonds. The only problem with lab made diamonds is that you can't sell it. Like if you try to sell it as a real one, like a natural one, then you're gonna get in trouble.
Well, the
And
papers, they'll fuck you up.
the
They have this,
papers, yeah.
Gem association that
Right.
tracks every single diamond.
and they don't hold their value nearly as well as natural diamonds. So you can get like a
Right.
lab diamond for
Because they're
2,000
not diamonds.
because they're
Yeah.
not
But if
actually
it's the exact
real
same
diamonds.
physical thing,
It is.
couldn't you somehow get around that eventually? I mean, it seems like
It's the end of diamonds, Will.
Yeah,
it's the end of diamonds.
It's
the
the end of
diamonds are less valuable.
Get them out of here. They're done. They're only valuable because we give them value. They don't actually do anything.
It's like when we find the asteroid with all the gold on it, gold's going to have zero value when
Well,
they start
but
mining the asteroid.
Shouldn't
Now
say that
they
because
can
there are
create-
diamond cut blades. There are gold plated
Yes.
electronics that
Well,
are
sure, but then you're going to have so much gold and you're going to have so much diamonds. Now it doesn't matter. You have unlimited diamonds already. Now
Space
you're gonna
gold
have unlimited gold.
is going to
when
be
I
worth
get-
a lot of money.
Right.
Diamonds are forever, guys.
Yeah. Well, you can get one for a lot cheaper now, and
they're
she'll never
for
know the
infinity.
difference if you just keep
Yeah.
your mouth shut and are on good behavior.
Yes, she will when she gets appraised.
Well,
Just the first thing she
No,
did.
no.
The insurance
What if
appraisal
she
might.
can't? What if there's no way to tell? I'm saying we got to look into
There
this
clearly is a way to tell. That's they're like
There's for some guys, this is going to save them a lot of money. For some guys, it's going to save them a lot of money. If you're buying a really expensive one and you do the smart thing, which is get it insured or appraised, yes, you're going to be fucked.
where do they sell these, Wes?
They sell them. You go look on the internet and search in lab made diamonds. Anyway,
Right. So like when the receipt the box doesn't say Diamonds Direct or it doesn't say like a specific diamond place, it says you know,
just need a box.
Online fake diamonds.
Yeah,
you
you
need
just get a
the-
fake box,
just get
or
a
you go
box.
to a nice store, just buy a box.
right,
And
get a
you
box.
don't
Get
say
a like a
it's in there.
Hellsberg box. Anyway, Pat was on to something.
Y'all are marrying some pretty gullible women.
No, believe me, this ain't gonna fly for me. I can tell you
No.
that. But for some people it will. So they cost a lot less. Anyway, Pat was onto something before when he was saying that they use these things for mining and their hardness of them is very important. So they can make now this Australian team made a diamond in minutes. So they put the pressure of what they say 640 elephants, which is about 6.5 million pounds, on sending on a ballet shoe onto this fucking diamond at room temperature, so no heat or anything. And they made this diamond. They made ones for jewelry that can be like a jewelry diamond, and also the most important, this Lon's Delight diamond, which is what researchers are concentrating on, which is Pat said they use in mining and wheels, and they can cut through really hard material. So that's what they're really excited about this for. But the other part is that you might be able to get diamonds for a lot cheaper.
So by the time we're like gonna be like kicking the bucket, diamonds and gold could be like completely valueless.
Oh, if you just hold on, if you're like thinking about getting an engagement ring, hold on for another couple years, and you might be able to save yourself.
Great advice, guys. Wow,
they love to wait.
That was
the worst fucking advice.
That was amazing advice.
Oh my god, I like dogs, guys, not as much as cats, but I've got no problem with dogs. They're great. What I do have a problem with is lazy, unattentive owners of dogs that have no control over their dogs when they take them on walks. I'm talking about
essentially cat owners of dogs. When a cat owns a dog,
why would a cat? I don't follow.
You just described a cat in these dog owners.
Oh, my cats are indoor. I'm talking about outdoor humans not taking. Yes, like a dog that has an owner that's acting like a cat. I guess
Like
is
an
what you're
outdoor
saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense. All right, but yes, like I'm talking about not picking up the poop people, letting the dog run up to everyone else on the street and like jump smell their crotches. The owner getting tossed around by the dog like they're a fucking leaf in the wind. Get a gentle leader if you have a huge dog. That's what I don't like. Irresponsible dog owners on dog walks. Apparently, China has the same opinions as me, maybe even harsher, definitely harsher. And that's why we're going back to everyone's favorite segment, What the Hell China? You see, in Weixin County in the Yunnan province in southwest China, they have had reports of uncontrolled dogs shitting on walks and not cleaning up their mess themselves because they're dogs that can't clean up their poop, despite a picture Bubba might be showing you. Also, there have been
street dogs.
Right. So like,
But they're owned by people.
Right, they're owned by people, but here's the other problem is some of these dogs owned by people on these walks are biting other people, including children, or at least nipping at them. So terrible, right? So to solve this issue, the Chinese authorities in this province are proposing a 3-strike or 3-warning system where all dog walking is forbidden. The first strike or first walk, you get a warning. Caught a second time, you get fined, right? Fool me once, right? You walk that dog a third time, and officials will seize it and murder it and kill your dog if you walk it.
Wow.
So, there's a lot of signs going up in China. No dog walking, and then with like the target.
This is pretty much just in line with like the rest of their behavior, though. Like this, it's not surprising. Like
extreme.
At the beginning of COVID, they wouldn't let black people into McDonald's.
You mean extreme behavior?
That whole province where they're like reconditioning Muslims into being not Muslim, and then now there's the killing your dogs for taking them on a walk.
They take swift action when they want something corrected. These rules were set to take effect this past Friday.
They made a fake moon.
Yeah, that's true. A joint notice issued last Friday by several Weixin County departments said residents must keep dogs tied up or in a pen. Dogs should not disrupt the normal order of the society or interfere with the daily lives of others. Which is, so they're just saying you
set a giant TV screen with a terrifying voice in your bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. To be clear, this is a complete ban on walking dogs. It's not a ban on unleashed walking. You can't walk your fucking dog at all in this place or they'll kill it. So that obviously drew a reaction from people. Taking it to the internet, Zhuangzi Yuheng Abilene said, "Why on earth should they be killed? What did the dogs do wrong?" Good point. Miss Abilene or Mr. Abilene. And I thought this story might be a joke or fake at first, but no, it was a New York Times article, and I verified it with multiple sources. So it's just a what the hell, China. Apparently, up until recently, China has been pretty anti-dogs. They allegedly blame...
the eating of
it. I didn't want to get into that, but allegedly they blamed barking dogs for giving up soldiers' positions in World War II. So like anytime like a soldier got killed, they're like, it was that fucking dog that barked. And then they were also completely banned. All dogs were banned in Beijing all the way through the 1980s up until the 1990s. You couldn't own a dog in like the biggest city in China. So they don't like dogs.
They don't.
Yeah. That's about it. Apparently the outrage, a lot of citizens do, but apparently outrage, the seizing and culling of walk dogs has drawn so much online outrage from the citizens that want to own dogs and from people that are like, you can't do this, that the county officials said they will rethink the ban. But
it's a hilarious country. Yeah. They've banned children and dogs in the last little while.
Man.
That's kind of like Pat's heaven. Besides him having a child.
Oh man, not my kid, but other people's kids. Yeah,
right. I can at least understand what they're trying to do there.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
especially if they're flying.
Right,
kids off the planes, guys. You know what a hero is? Like, what's a hero to you guys? Like, what's an example of a real life actual hero? Someone in your life that did something heroic, like a superhero in real life.
Michael Jordan flu game was pretty
There
good.
you go.
Yeah, people overcoming tough things to win. Like I was gonna say that Steve Esminger, the LSU coach last year, like had to coach a game right after there was a horrible death in his family, stuff like that.
That's heroic. Wes, you got any heroes?
I mean, Superman, Batman.
No, that's exactly. You missed the prompt. The prompt was in real life.
Not that I would say. Well, want me to say my grandpa? Okay.
You're wrong. A hero, guys, is a 74-year-old retiree.
That's my hero, Wes. Why'd you skip a generation?
Yeah, you're wrong. A hero is a 74-year-old retiree who wrestles a puppy from certain death from the jaws of an American alligator in Florida, and doing the whole thing with a fucking cigar in his mouth. Let me introduce you to 74-year-old Richard Wilbanks and his dog Gunner. Bubba, please play the clip.
This is the moment Richard Wilbanks wrestles an alligator to save his dog's life.
He just came out like a missile.
The sound of his puppy's cries are too upsetting, so we're not sharing it.
They're like children to us.
Wilbanks pried open the gator's mouth and saved his dog, Gunner.
He had one little puncture wound. My hands were just chewed up.
Even after being dragged underwater in the jaws of a gator, Gunner is doing just fine.
And I was able to save Gunner's life.
Oh man, don't show China that adorable video.
What a beast.
That is a
What
crazy
a
video.
fucking hero. No, it's unverified that in fact what was in his mouth was a cigar, but I looked, there's something in his mouth the whole time, and he goes underwater to save this dog from the alligator and comes back up, still cigar in his mouth the entire time.
That guy's a hero.
That's a man.
That dog Gunner was cute too.
We missed him on the international men's draft. That's for sure.
Yeah, what a fucking hero that guy is. And like in the interview they were doing with him, he's wearing like a fish shirt, it's just all fish patterns on his shirt. He's just a classic retired guy.
Oh yeah, dude, fish camo. That guy's got several Fish-O-Flage shirts.
He's a great interview.
Yeah. Those gators, we should interview him. We should. Those gators need to tell each other that they need to go to a different pond because that guy's gonna fuck them up.
Yeah. He'll keep jacking them up.
He shut them down, and America loves their dogs. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Real quick note. I believe there are 9 days before our contract renewal comes up. 9 days. That's tight. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do, Hard Hive, is this. If you can, as we said at the top of the show, support our merch. If you can, please spread the word about Hard Factor. We did a survey of you guys when we were doing sticker requests. And 50% of people that hear about Hard Factor from word of mouth. A friend, a brother, a family member, an aunt, an uncle, a sister. So please spread the word. We could really would love to see a bump in the next 9 days at walking in to negotiate our contract to make sure we can kind of keep doing this job for you guys. We'll have a couple other calls to action over the next week or so. But yeah, please tell people about Hard Factor. Tweet Hard Factor. Post our daily news morning clips that come out every morning. Retweet them. Post them to friends. Share a YouTube video. All of this helps us tremendously. We've been growing at technically exponential. We've been on a slow trajectory of growth since we started this thing. We keep getting bigger, but we still got to get a little bit bigger to really do what we need to do. So if you guys could do that, it'd be fucking awesome. And also, have a great fucking day.